The last dance today, or the last dance if you're a South Australian like me, I'm going to Beachport because it's the final weekend before the AFL season starts and things are going to get a bit more busy. You won't be able to go on trips anymore. Still hopefully go to a few grounds, but this is probably the last specific trip. There's only one former ground there. I could go to another one, but I don't really know where it is. So we'll just go to Beachport. It's only like an hour 15 away. And then we'll go to like some mid-southeast current grounds. Here's a Kangaroo Inn area school about 20 minutes away from Beachport. There's not much here, just the school, but there is a footy oval here. These gates are pretty cool, but they're named after a marine biologist, but they were originally put here in 1965. Anyway, here's the school oval. Now, these are the weirdest goalposts I've seen. They are concreted in the ground here. Concrete there, but these are wooden and they've been bolted on to that. I'm not a bloody expert on all this sort of stuff, but that is bloody strange. No evidence of a footy team ever playing here, but this is more than suitable enough, I reckon, for a team. Maybe they have like a schoolboys comp or something, I'm not sure. All right, we're here. Now, Beachport, you wouldn't believe it by the name, but it is a seaside town. I think it's the largest town in South Australia to not have its own football side. There is a club nearby, sort of, so we'll go there afterwards. But the ground is just here, what I think was the ground. I've asked on a local Facebook page as well, and there is a cricket pitch out there, so we'll go and have a look at it. But it is a golf course. And here it is. You can see the cricket pitch and the golfers up there. I managed to dodge the golfers. Apparently Beachport did play here until 1965. Probably picked the worst day to come here, or maybe the best, because they had some lobster festival thing today. But here's the jetty here. I think it might be the longest one in the southeast, or I can't remember, but it's a pretty bloody long one. We had a footy trip here once and ran down the end of it, and I was stuffed by the time we got there. But yeah, this is Beachport. We'll go to Hatherley next. Here's Hatherley. It's in the middle of nowhere. Never been here before because there's no real reason to be here, because like it's not on the road to anywhere. But it's sort of like a Millicent team. There's a couple of blokes here having a kick, so it's very weird. But it's good on them for training. I didn't expect anyone to be here, but yeah. Anyway, here's Hatherley. I think people from Beachport tend to play here. Just dropped by here at Rendlesham, which is not far out of Millicent. There's actually a little bit of a town here. There's a school and that. Cricket oval here, but no football team. They played here just yesterday, and there's a little fire over there still going. But yeah, there's actually people here as well, so can't show you too much. I've rolled into Millicent, and I think I just got here at the right time. There's an op shop here at a church. I reckon it's just closing, and I did find this Socceroos shirt. It's a medium in my size, but it is a Target one. Not really worth heaps. Might be worth like 30 bucks or something, but I'm just going to keep it. For $2, you can't really go wrong. But now I've got to find some lunch. Just got the servo sausage roll, bit of a Maxi Bon, have a bite of Maxi Bon, and the old Coke. So now I'm at the Millicent Footy Club. This looks pretty new. They got their own gym in there. I'll give it a bit of an explanation of the area. Okay, so we started in Beachport. They played in the Southern Ports Football League, which ended in 1965, which meant Kingston, they went to the Narracourt Football League, and Robe went south to the Mid-South-East League, and that's where Hatherley plays as well. Here at Millicent, they are in the major league of the area, the Western Border Football League, mostly based around Mount Gambier. It's not as strong as it once was, and now it's going to become the Limestone Coast Football League this year. Millicent also supplies players to Hatherley, as we just went to. Also Tanola and Mount Burr is probably the most prominent one. And all those teams play in the Mid-South-East League, which is going to have one team leave it to join this new league next year. This rabbit just jumped out of this sculpture I was just going to show you. It's a Millicent Saints player taking a hanger over a player in a Magpies jumper, which is, I guess it's Hamilton Magpies. Anyway, we'll go to Tanola now, which is 16 minutes out of town. And here we are at Tanola now. I know these are current grounds, but it's bizarre. All these places have people right here, right now. It's didn't expect that on a Sunday, but anyway, there's a bit more at Tanola. There's a Kimberly Clark factory down the road, and there's the Tiger pub as well. But they got this South Australian style red point post here, which you don't often see a lot nowadays. But yeah, a lot of players from here would be from Millicent. And I've never been here before, didn't know what to expect. It's a little bit older, I guess, than what I expected, but yeah, interesting. All right, 10-15 minutes up the road, another mid-southeast club, Glenco. Now, they are known as the Murphys. There was a strong Irish influence around here. Maybe there were a lot of Murphys that played for them or something. There is a car here as well, surprisingly. Seems to be people everywhere on this Sunday, but looks like it's got Adelaide Oval seats here. Quite a few other places have it, actually. I think this is a little bit of a nicer ground than what Tanola is. But yeah, not a bad place, Glenco. There's definitely no shortage of seats here. There's some over there as well. Would be a decent place for a final, I'd say. They have the bigger goals as well. Usually the lower sort of levels have shorter goals, but these look fairly recently put in. Another 15-20 minutes up the road, here's Kalangadoo. They wear black with a white V. Quite a strong team in the mid-southeast, Kalangadoo. They do have the shorter goalposts as expected. Also seats here as well from Amy Stadium, I believe. You've got the cattle down this end, and then treated timber is behind these trees. You can smell it pretty clearly. Not a bad ground here. The grass is pretty thick for summer. Kalangadoo beat Hatherley in the grand final, so I assume that's why they're up on the scoreboard. Okay, so we got Robe in these. Bit hard to show you with one hand. Nangwarry. There's Cast. So I don't know when Caston played here. Must have been like a practice game or something. Down here, there is a budget here. They call the Mid-Southeast the Family League. And what year was this from? 2013, geez. So this has been here for a bloody while. And the last Mid-Southeast club I'll be showing you is Nangwarry. Penola and Caston must have played a game here. I guess it's halfway between those two places. Now, I stopped off at the servo here, got some potato cakes. Been loving the potato cakes around the place. They're not too bad. Also got this Sprite Plus here, which Checkers drinks, ironically, I think it's meant to be bad, so we'll try it out. Okay, Sprite Plus. I don't really love these types of drinks, so it's more of a mum drink. Okay, definitely taste the, I don't know, something a bit more than lemon. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either, so it's okay. Nangwarry are the Saints, and you might recognise the name because they didn't actually win a game in 8 years. 2014 until 2022, they didn't win a game in that stretch. But it's not actually the worst. Tarpeen are down the road. I have done a video on Tarpeen. I won't go there today, but they didn't win for like nearly 10 years, I think it was. Just checked in Tarpeen, they didn't win for 121 games between 93 and 2001. So Nangwarry didn't have that record, thankfully. All right, now I'm at Penola, and there's a bloody big music thing going on I had no idea about. Cars everywhere here, so it's been a strange arvo. But anyway, Penola, interesting one. They were in the Western Border League until the late 80s, joined the Cowrie Narracourt, and now they might be going back down to Mount Gambier again with this new league, the Limestone Coast League. So we'll see what plays out. A majority voted to go down there last year, but they needed like a couple extra % to get them over the line. There was a new scoreboard here since I last played years ago. I would show you a bit more, but yeah, too many people around is a bit weird. Geez, this Sprite Plus doesn't go down real well. Feeling a bit ordinary, but maybe they were, I don't know. Anyway, I'm at one final ground here in Penola, and it's not really a ground. It is a vineyard, but if you look just down here, there's a cricket pitch. This is the old cricket ground wine, I think they call it. I assume they were the old change rooms in there because the ground's just through here. And there it is there, the old cricket ground through there. And we're home. It's only 4:30, but not the longest trip, but still got a few grounds in there. Hope you enjoyed the look around the Mid-Southeast. Cheers.